Get ready to be blown away. Today's adventure takes us to Crater Lake, one of the 7 natural wonders of North America. The deepest lake in the US happens to rest atop a still active volcano. Being a 4-hour drive south of Portland, I decided to make it a weekend trip. So I booked this really unique, dog-friendly glamp site, only minutes from Crater Lake. Ahoy! Welcome back to Adventure Sena. Today we are checking out Crater Lake National Park, one of my absolute favorite, probably one of the most beautiful places in the world. We're staying tonight in a yurt, so doing a little bit of glamping. And as you can see, we're in an absolutely beautiful place. This is a private farm. You can hear the magpies or whatever the hell that is out there screeching. Beautiful woods just right here. Smells amazing out here. The yurt does have power. There's a solar panel. Those can be rolled down or up depending on how warm or cold you like it. All right, here's the yurt itself. Let's check it out. Oh, nice, it's heated. I was actually pretty worried. So I'm using a lantern actually. This is the source of light for the yurt. And of course the beautiful skylight. I love that you're gonna be able to see the stars as you sleep. It's pretty amazing. Dog's enjoying it. Beautiful little living room area. Actually really very nice. Comes with a propane stove, a little kitchen area for you to check out. Really cute little cabin. Honestly, very fun. So yeah, really cool little spot you can find on Airbnb. It's called Myrtle's Yurt. Cool naming as well. We're gonna enjoy glamping here. All right, so there's the mini tour of our yurt where we're staying tonight. I'm just gonna unpack my stuff, grab a beer, and then just kick back and enjoy the sunset. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna get up bright and early and go and explore Crater Lake. Oh man, what a beautiful place. That beautiful pink sky over there. Right across the way from me is a huge river. There's a big snake river just behind all this brush here. There's a big winding river that you got to see in the drone footage. That's so beautiful. I would love to go kayak down something like that. All right, so just woke up in the Airbnb yurt, and it was actually a really nice night. The propane heater did fine, keeping the space warm enough. I will say, in the middle of the night, out of nowhere, some owls just started talking to each other. It was like 2 or 3 of them, and some wolves were singing to each other across the distances. It was so cool. Feeling good today, looking forward to a exploration at Crater Lake. I would say this definitely qualifies as glamping, so very comfortable, not roughing it in any form. We're just gonna take a little walk over to the river to look at it. Cows, sunrise over the mountains. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful river. Crystal clear. We packed up our things and hit the road to the Annie Creek entrance on the south side of Crater Lake. Something to note, often if you're coming to the park in the morning, some of the stations might be closed. Often the stations are just closed in general. So when that happens, you need to go to their website. I'll put that up on the screen now. So go to the website first and buy your park pass. There she is. One of the world's wonders. This is the iconic Crater Lake Lodge. The lodge has provided comfort and stunning views to travelers and early outdoorsmen since 1915. Amenities include multiple cozy fireplace seating areas and a little museum detailing the history of this place. My favorite part of the lodge personally, it's the outdoor patio area, where you can sit and enjoy views of the crater itself. So that would be Wizard Island out there. It's actually the cinder cone for Crater Lake's volcano. So you can actually get to that island. There's a boat tour that'll take you out there. It does involve a 700-foot decline, which means a 700-foot hike back uphill. So not for everyone, but definitely something cool that you can do here. There's also a trolley that will take you all around the rim drive and stop at multiple scenic viewpoints. So for those who are a little sketched out by the drive, you can actually get a professional driver to take you. So there are little trails that'll get you right up on the edge. So if you don't love the viewpoint you got, there are usually some more. If you go to the lodge and you continue on this trail counterclockwise around the lake, there is a trail that will lead you all the way up to those cliffs up there. So here at the beautiful Crater Lake, I consider this one of the most beautiful places in the world. It's incredible that this is here. The fact that more people don't talk about this. It belongs right up there next to Yosemite and all the other great national parks. I mean, where else in America can you see something like this that I know of? Doesn't exist. Oh, it's just stunning. Hard to believe that this is just a lake in the middle of a volcano. Nice, this is the best view of the actual crater's rim that we've gotten so far. Ooh, cool. There's an overlook there. We're definitely gonna check that out. So this trail will take us down to the Sena Memorial Overlook. Looking forward to checking this out. Lookout's quite popular. See, here's the hidden cone that's underneath the water. And there's Wizard Island. So I love to get a little info on the place. Looks like mainly the source of this water is actually snowmelt. Roughly 44 feet of snowfall annually. And that melts and goes right into the lake. This is just the best damn hike in the world, I guess. I mean, the whole time, the view is just constantly changing. You're getting to see new edges of the crater rim. So they did soundings by using a pipe and some piano wire. Nearly 2,000 feet deep at its greatest point. It's actually the deepest lake in the United States, wow. And the 9th deepest in the world. You can see opposite side of the crater, it's really just a bit of forest. There's occasional parking lots and park buildings. Yes, there are fish in the lake, and of course they're not here naturally. There's no way for them to get there. There are some rainbow trout and kokanee salmon. Those were actually stocked in 1888 and in 1941. Fishing is actually allowed here, which is extremely surprising to me, but it has to be artificial lures. So you may be wondering why the lake is so beautiful and clear. The reason is there's no sediment from streams. All the water here is from snowmelt and rainfall, so it's a very pure, clear water. Discovery Point Trailhead, about a mile. Let's check that out. So if you were worried about being restricted on this trail, there's parts of the trail that are a little sketchy. You're right up on the rim. New perspectives of the edge is so cool. Beautiful old growth here in the crater. Must have been a massive eruption that blew the top off of Mount Mazama. Getting a bit of elevation on the trail here. So you can see we're on a bit of an ascent up the hill here. Looking down the rim to those craggy cliffs is pretty inspiring and fear-provoking. Some serious elevation gain here, so I'm losing my breath a bit, but worth every second, man. I'm loving it here. Here at the high point of this rim, kind of curious if Wizard Island has a cinder or like a crater as well. You can see the cliff edge right here. Pretty cool. That one's eating something. Kind of chewing on branches. Oh my God, no. This is what I'm freaked out about. Oh God. Yeah. That's an overhang. You can see the edge of the water down there is turquoise, tourmaline blue. It's so crystal clear and pure. Probably would be the tastiest water in the world. Love it. Fellow photographer in the wild offered to get me a nice shot. Nice. This is the first point in which I can actually see the face where we started. Let's actually go out here. It's a little further. Man, people go right to that little edge there. Screw that. No thank you. Yeah, see, people are going out here. Not that guy, pal. I'm not that guy, pal. Trust me. Oh my God. Couldn't be more beautiful. Yeah, so that's the end of the trail. For me, this now links up with multiple other trails that you can branch off to. So you can continue along the rim drive. First, I think I'm just gonna chill out here for a minute and just relax. I found a bench rock we're gonna review. Obviously not a bench, point off for that. Made of stone, very cold material, point off for that. Let's see how it feels. Oh no, it's kind of leaning a little bit to the back. I will say my one complaint about Crater Lake is there's no actual benches that I found. So in lieu of that, we've got a rock review, and this rock isn't the best. It's at a slight back tilt angle, so I'm kind of leaning forward to keep myself from rolling backward. It is flat. It is cold on my butt, so the temperature issue is definitely there. So we do gotta give points for the view. You won't find another view like this. No sir, that bumps it up a point. So while it's not a great spot to sit, it is better than the dirt. Also the view, the vibes, those actually count in. I would give this a 1.5 out of 5 for a bench, but the vibes, so it's a 2.5. So all the way zoomed in on Wizard Island, trying to see if we get any detail. I thought they were trees. It's actually the cliff faces behind it. They're sort of triangle point shaped. There are no trees in the center of that caldera, so I do think it's an actual cone with a caldera with a crater. The shoreline here is very interesting. You can see the water drops off very steeply. So there's no real beach. It doesn't really gradually flow into the lake. It kind of is a sheer edge once you get past the dirt. Oh my God. The entire hike back, you just get new views. It's so cool. I don't know why, but I suddenly got a craving for shakshuka. I just had it not last weekend, weekend before last in Leavenworth. It was insane at Bear Bear. Ooh. Better watch where I'm walking. Coming down the trail. For those of you who'd rather not hike, you can drive right up to the crater's edge. I will say now that it's midday, now that it's a little afternoon, the sun is really shining through the water. You can actually see the color a lot better now. Here at Crater Lake still, checking out Wizard Island behind me. That's Discovery Point behind me, the cliffs up there. So that's where I was hanging out, taking some photos earlier. Man, this is really by far the closest view of Wizard Island I've gotten to get even closer. I love getting all these different angles of the Wizard Island. So if you continue past the Discovery Point, you will continue onto the Rim Trail, and that just goes all the way around. It's a massive trek though. That one you'd better be prepared to camp overnight. The shadows of the mountains on the face of the rim is really beautiful as well. Definitely need to get out to Wizard Island sometime. That can be a different video. Sometime in the future I'll come back and actually get out to the island, do the lake tour. For what I understand, you need to book that way in advance. So look online for tickets if you want to come here and actually get out on the water. Wow, I have to say this might be the best view of the island I've seen so far. You can really see a lot of the turquoise shallows there on the island. That's right by the ramp. Now I can actually see onto the cone. It does have a little concave area there. So it's amazing. You can hike all the way out here, or of course you can just drive to each of these lookout points. Pretty much I'm checking out all the lookout points on my way to the north entrance. Beautiful place, definitely recommend checking this out. Finally get a nice view inside the actual cinder cone. You can see the shallows nice and turquoise, blue, green. Way up there is a lookout tower. There's a hike to the top. So here you can see a display of Lao rock. I'll show it in just a moment, but it's what remains of the original Mount Mazama. So that's Lao rock over there, and there would have been a massive mountain, hundreds of feet up. Shield volcano. Okay, so not all volcanoes are big pointy ones. There's a shield volcano, they're pretty broad and flat. So that's Mount Bailey off in the distance over here, right behind this ugly tree it looks like. We've also got cinder cones. There's those red cones right there, just behind the pine tree in the foreground. And a stratovolcano, which is what I was looking at. Okay, yeah, that pointy one actually used to be a big shield volcano, but it's been eroded over time to a point. So it used to be a big, broad, flat volcano. Volcanoes as far as the eyes can see. Harsh, craggy cliffs and formations. Imagine how much energy it would have taken to blow the entire solid stone mass out of the core of this. I hope you all liked this one. I had a blast making it. This is one of my absolute favorite places in the world, and I encourage you to make the trip out here. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notify bell